Hello y'all, this is Tank Warfare Arcade, a game for Roblox. I wouldn't have noticed that if I had not looked up in the top left corner because of the graphics. It's not a simulator, so it is focused around gameplay to keep everything simple and fun. You will be seeing tanks from World War II fighting tanks from the more modern era tanks made in the last 10 years or so. The first vehicle I'll be playing with is the TW-22 Defender. If I had to guess, the TW-22 Defender is a late model Panzer III. Let's test out some of those guns. Oh, those are some very nice tracers and a 50mm cannon. It has an MG34 and a 50mm cannon. I'm on the prowl for some enemy tanks and see what I shall locate and find and shoot. And there is another Defender slash Panzer III. Take a shot at it with my cannon and aim and hit them a little bit. I miss some. I do land on most of my hits, and they are taken out. An enemy armored car attacks me immediately afterwards, and I am shot at. I am weakened because that earlier firefight. That armored car has very good guns, and I am destroyed, but their vehicle is also blown to pieces, so it is somewhat of a victory. It is a team deathmatch, so I'm thrusted back into the action, and I use my machine gun to attack this, what seems to be a modern vehicle from the behind. They don't notice me. Oh, take that machine gun, take the MG34 for the kill, and move forward to attack their teammate who killed one of my own in a Defender, as well as I'm in a Defender. And since it's an early tier vehicle, you're going to see a lot of Panzer IIIs slash Defenders. They don't seem to notice me too fast. I take out the machine gun again. They are just oblivious and missing, which is good. So I'm going to get an assist, which worked out very well for our team. The Defender was fun, but it's time to switch to another vehicle. The Panzer II Type A. It was added in a recent update, and it also is accessible immediately at level 1 when you start the game. The Panzer II is armed with a 20mm cannon and an MG34. It has a very satisfying sound to it, but let's see how effective that will be in combat. An enemy tank slithers out of sight, but not for long. I gotta test these guns and see how effective they are. They aren't expecting a thing, probably. And they're so shocked. They don't even move and definitely aren't AFK at all. I gotta reload the 20mm gun and switch to the MG34 sooner or later because it has to finish the job. It just has to reload so much. The Panzer II's main weapon does. My mortal enemy in this game is these armored cars. They will never stop attacking and they're so fast and just run away, but sometimes they crash and I get killed, but they are also destroyed. So it's not that bad. I am being lured toward these armored vehicles of death that keep shooting at me. There's two of them. I'm fighting 2v1 with the Panzer II versus this armored vehicle. Armored cars, they're just running around in circles. They need to take on the Panzer II because it's so overpowered and fight me with 3 people. Or I may have just ran into them by chance. I prefer the former than the latter. I think it's fair to say that the blue team, the one I'm on, is not going to win this round. If you can't beat them, join them. That's right, I'm showcasing the Autoblindo AB41, which I can only assume from the in-game performance here was the best Italian combat vehicle of World War II. While I'm in the garage, we're going to go through some of the tanks in the game, what they currently have so far. There is a lot of modern and, say, older tanks in this game. You have the Sherman Firefly, BTR, Brutus, the M11 MGS, KV-2, the Abrams, another Abrams, and the Sherman Firefly Premium, and after that, the Stug Premium, which is bought with real money, with Robux, if I recall. On top of the vehicles, you have the camouflage, which you will acquire by getting the amount of kills needed on that particular vehicle, so you can look stylish when you blow up your enemy. The AB41 is very fast, like a sports car. With guns, you can use it to quickly charge through enemy lines and hit them from behind. It is equipped with a 20mm Beretta and another secondary 8mm Beretta if you run out of ammo for your first. Some enemies have trouble turning their turret in time to fight the AB41. The other team is struggling to cope with our mobility and overall I'd have to say chaotic movement, and they were just paying the toll for that mistake. We're just hitting them from all directions. I'm even scoring an assist here. This round in particular is looking one-sided. I'm going to go off and explore this map a little bit. There is some rocks, a lot of factory architecture, and a lot of tanks they use as to help the atmosphere that have been destroyed and have been put on the map. Victory is assured. We won. They had a little bit of a comeback, but they ultimately lost. I'm going to end the video here. The game will be in the description If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications. I'll see y'all later.